Good evening, I'm Faye Barker. Now the main stories in London. The Mayor Sadiq Khan is calling on the government to urgently act to seize property owned in London by Russians linked to Vladimir Putin. He's written to the Housing Secretary, Michael Gove, suggesting that the proceeds could go to those in need, including homes for some Ukrainian refugees in the capital. City Hall analysis suggests over £1 billion worth of property has been identified, enough for 4,000 low-cost homes. The government says it has sanctioned 1,700 people and entities since Putin's invasion of Ukraine 2 years ago. London Fire Brigades confirmed a man's died following a fire at a flat in Woolwich on Friday evening. Around 25 firefighters were called to a 6-storey block of flats on Woolwich Common. Half of a second-floor flat was destroyed. The cause of the fire is being investigated. Next tonight, it's a music venue that's helped launch the career of some of London's newest artists, such as Cat Burns. Off the Cuff prides itself in supporting new performers and creating a space for talent to thrive. But their work is now at risk because of financial pressures. Rosie Barnett explains.
For nearly a decade, Off the Cuff has been giving a voice to up-and-coming London artists. Now, they're using that voice to fight for its survival.
I love it here. I think this is what really boosted my confidence.
If I didn't have this, probably I wouldn't be playing music today. I came here because this is really important to me.
I mean, it means everything.
The popular Brixton venue could be forced to close with rising rent and cost of living crippling its cash flow.
Now the rates, the alcohol rates are going up, rent rates are going, everything's going through the roof. And we're not just the only venue. I mean, like I say, there's hundreds have closed down over the last few years.
In a bid to stop that from happening to them, Off the Cuff is today hosting a bandathon event showcasing the incredible talent the venue nurtures.
Drowning in an endless sea.
Like 14-year-old Marta Lopez, who first sang here when she was just 9 years old as part of a junior open mic session.
You say I'm crazy.
5 years and dozens of gigs later, she now confidently performs for hundreds of people.
It's like I wouldn't be where I was today without the open mic, so they mean so much, basically. Like, it's very close to my heart.
Comedian and Brixton local Jo Brand also putting her star power behind the cause.
I think it's really important, and I know a lot of the people around here, and I know a lot of the people that are in it and are coming to it as well.
Today's event isn't just about raising funds to keep Off the Cuff alive, but crucially about awareness for these grassroots venues, with organisers reminding us most of our favourite artists began somewhere just like this.
And it's not too late to head along. The free event is on till 11 tonight. To save a venue that's opened doors for so many from closing its doors for good. Rosie Barnett, ITV News.
So Lenny Henry will be taking to the stage at the London Palladium tomorrow for a special evening for comic relief. The live show is in honour of Sir Lenny, who's stepping down from presenting the comedy telethon after co-founding it almost 40 years ago. All proceeds will go to the charity that tackles issues such as poverty. Speaking to ITV News London today, Sir Lenny remembered his experience of seeing hardship in the capital.
I did a year where we went out every week and filmed with the homeless in London. And it was just, once you've immersed yourself in something, you really understand why you're doing something.
So Lenny also told us what tomorrow's show means for up-and-coming comedians.
You're going to learn stuff about why comic relief is still going, but also you're just going to laugh. I'm just going to say Rosie Jones, Sarah Pascoe, Aisling B, Joel Dommett. It's going to be hilarious. So please come if you can and support a very, very good cause indeed.
To sport, and as you may have seen, Chelsea have lost to Liverpool in the League Cup final. Playing at Wembley, Liverpool scored a very late goal in extra time. Now to the weather, here's Chris Page.
Whatever the weather, it always feels like home. Vaillant Heat Pumps and Boilers sponsor ITV London Weekend Weather.
Hello there. Very good evening to you. Temperatures this morning as low as -3 degrees Celsius in some of the home counties, but some quite dense mist and fog to start as well. Scenes quite like this across much of the region as we began first thing today. Although, as we've gone through this morning, more sunshine did develop, the cloud lifted, and eventually something a bit brighter. But into this afternoon and evening, we've seen outbreaks of rain pull their way in, all in association with this area of low pressure. It's set to bring some very heavy rain across the southern half of the capital, and as a result, the Met Office have a yellow weather warning for heavy rain through this evening and overnight. That could lead to some localised flooding issues already where the ground is saturated. Nearly an inch of rainfall expected overnight tonight. But you'll notice the system is starting to pull southwards as we head towards dawn tomorrow morning. The north and west of the capital staying largely dry actually. Wondering what all the fuss is about. Temperatures by dawn 4 to 6 degrees Celsius, but the wind will become more of a key feature in the forecast through much of Monday. The rains just start to clear to the south and the east, something a little brighter as we move into much of the afternoon with an improving story, but still a strong and keen northeasterly wind, which will make it feel quite chilly despite temperatures coming in 7 to 8 degrees Celsius. When you add on the strength of the northeasterly, it will feel more like 3 or 5 degrees. As we leave Monday and go well into Tuesday, well, a ridge of high pressure starts to build in from the south and west. High pressure is our fair weather friend. We've got this little weakening front moving southward, which will introduce a bit more cloud through the afternoon and possibly the odd splash of light rain. But otherwise, mostly dry as we end February, but some wetter weather on Thursday, Friday. Bye-bye.
Valent Heat Pumps and Boilers sponsor ITV London Weekend Weather.
That's it for now, and apologies for any sound problems we may have had in this bulletin. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.